Sunday Scaries, these guys might have sunk you in the fantasy playoffs, starting with Josh Allen, Jay, who, man, ugly game in Cleveland. A lot of ugly games played in Cleveland, but you expect Josh Allen to overcome it, and he really didn't need to.
Yeah, he had to live with the foot issue, came back, hopefully it's nothing. Allen does have these weird kind of games on occasion. He'll have the Superman games, but he also does have these in his bag too, and James Cook was able to do what they needed on the ground. They were able to get a bit conservative in the second half, playing with the lead against an offense they felt they could control. Josh Allen will be fine next week against the Eagles.
0.02 fantasy points, Matthew, for Jackson Dart.
I don't know why they're playing him.
Zero reason to be out there.
It was they blitzed the hell out of him. 47% of his dropbacks they brought him. He got sacked 5 times. He had negative fantasy points actually as a passer as well. Just they had no answer. They had no. I mean, Brian Flores just completely outcoached Mike Kafka, and they had no answer. I was very frustrated. I had Tyrone Tracy in a league. I thought he was going to go off. He got a decent amount of work, but just a bad game for the entire Giants offense. They're at Las Vegas next week, so hope for a better game next week.
A not-so-warm welcome back for Drake London, Jay. Doesn't even get to 6 points.
Yeah, it was a tough scene. Kyle Pitts still got plenty of work. I mean, the Falcons are ending the season fairly respectably, but Drake London, there was some uncertainty coming off the injury. I thought he'd be much, much better than this, but I think you still fire him up next week against the Rams.
It was a weird one, but at least the usage was there. 83% route participation, had a 23% target share. Cousins just missed badly on a couple of ones, and so hopefully next week at home, it's home to the Rams, but I still think his talent and usage, you have to continue with Drake London.
In Arizona, both bad games for Marvin Harrison Jr. That doesn't surprise you. The Trey McBride performance does, because he's been so good this year.
Yeah, it's weird. That Higgins, it was just a weird game. Jacoby Brissett, it was the first game that he's been bad since he's became the starter as well. I think it's just whatever. It was just a low-scoring, bad day at the office for both those guys. I'm throwing it out. Harrison at least was out there for 64% of the routes.
In Kansas City, Jay, feels like it's just shutting it down right now. Nothing doing for Xavier Worthy and Travis Kelce especially.
Just completely submarined by the quarterback situation. You can't start those guys next week against Denver.
No, you cannot. We're taking one more break.
I wonder how Netflix feels about that. They paid a lot of money for that game.
Christmas game?
Christmas game. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.